and would like to make sure that we have enough time to hear from her and to also give you all an opportunity to ask her questions. So Mwalimu will lead us on a few presentations before we ask Karen to come and speak.
Thank you very much, Helen. And thank you, and you're most welcome, Karen. We are delighted to have you with us. And we want you to have just a taste of what the scholars are capable of doing, what they think about the program and the Congress, but to mention that this is their very spontaneous reactions to the program and the experience. It is not rehearsed. And I want to start with one who is an upcoming news anchor, Ruth Kerubo, to give us some insight. I think our sound people, yes, we shall do it. That one we shall do from here. Those who have solo pieces, you'll do it from here. This is an upcoming news anchor.
Naam, ni wakati mwingine na barabara kabisa, mpenzi mtazamaji. Imetimia saa 4 na karibu kwa makala ya EBC, Equity Broadcasting Corporation. Ninakuletea habari kemkem kutoka ndani na nje ya ukumbi huu. Jiunge nami wako Ruth Kerubo kwa habari kamili. Lakini kwanza tupate vidokezo. Kuwasili kwa wafadhiliwa wa banki ya Equity. Wanafunzi wanaofadhiliwa na Equity walipata fursa ya kuwasili kwenye chuo kikuu cha Kenyatta ili kutangamana na wenzao na pia kupata mafunzo maalum kutoka kwa wazungumzaji waliobobea, kwa mfano Julie Gishuru. Wengi wametoa kauli zao kuhusiana na kongamano hili, huku wakisema kuwa limekuwa la kukata na shoka, kwani wamefaidi mengi kutoka kwa wazungumzaji. Ni hayo tu niliyokuandalia kwa leo, hadi panapo majaliwa yake Maulana. Tukutane wakati mwingine kwa habari za kusisimiwa. Nimekuwa wako Ruth Kerubo, shukran.
Thank you very much, Kerubo. Dr. Lucy Kithome, I hope you have taught Karen some little Kiswahili. Thank you very much. Kerubo is from Butere Girls, and she is from Bugoma branch. Thank you very much, Kerubo. Then we have Dennis Kariuki from Kirogoya Boys in Kirinyaga County. Dennis, I'm hoping that my friends are all somewhere here. Where is Dennis? Hannah? Okay, if Dennis is not there, then we can have a short piece from Samuel Ruada from Meru School in Meru County. Anthony, I can't see my friends. Can they come? Yeah, don't go far. Come here. Those who are the 4. Dennis is not available. And then the next one will be Precious Mombi. And finally, our dancers. From Samuel, we have a personal reaction from his experience as a Wings to Fly scholar and a participant in the Congress. Karibu, Samuel.
Thank you so much, our Mwalimu. Good morning, scholars. It is my personal reaction to the 7th Annual Congress convened. At this, I want to give a testimony in honor of Equity Bank, the MasterCard Foundation, all the stakeholders and partners who participated and took part in convening this 7th Annual Congress. We want to thank you as scholars, and we want to extend our honor to you for such a wonderful job. Well done. Clap for them. as we talk of globalization, as we talk of leadership in the country, as we talk of technology, as we talk of economy, in fact, Wings to Fly is the one that is convening everything, or including the most superficial vision of 2030. Then, what have we learned from this Congress? It has inspired us, in fact, to see that you are the best, and you can be the best, you can lead people, and then you can really be determined by listening to those who have tried failing. In fact, those who have tried failing have inspired me very much. The one who made the light bulb, it says that he made it 999 times, but the 1,000th time, this man prospered. Then you also need, and you also can walk out. I have learned that. And then it has become my basis, and it has become my foundation on which I am going to lie and work on as this and as I continue working in school. To hold everybody, Equity Bank has extended, Wings to Fly has extended to the community, it has extended to everybody. It has made us as scholars actually see an end whereby we couldn't see when we were lost in those timid villages in our rural areas. Then, as scholars, we need to appreciate this, and we need to appreciate and see the importance of it all, the importance that we have seen of this 7th annual Congress. Please, we are here to walk out better than we came. And we are here to see the way forward better than we saw it before. There was that time you couldn't imagine yourself in a university, but today I see myself in a university which has inspired me to be in a university somewhere else in the days to come. To my fellow scholars, this may serve as a message to you. You have come, you have sat in a university, and then you have been able to interact with the Wings to Fly. Please, may you understand that you have a debt to pay. You have a debt to pay. You also need, in the future, to come and sponsor someone. As much as I extend my greetings, thank you for this 7th annual scholarship congress that we have been convened here. And then I wish you all the best. Let us continue getting more and more.
Thank you very much, Samuel. That's a commitment from the Wings to Fly scholars. And the next is Precious Moby. And she looks precious, you can see. From Moigau's Eldoret in Uasin Gishu County, and she is elected through Naivasha branch. Welcome, Precious.
Protocol observed. Good morning. I'm Precious from my girls' high school, Eldoret, Naivasha branch. Let me say I'm humbled to be here to say what impact this Congress has put onto me. First, and this is the most great one, I could not speak to public, but now I'm proudly standing before 3,000 people and talking to you. Oh God, I have no words. Secondly, as I came here, my dream was to be an economist, and for real, I had no role model. But yesterday, after Dr. Njorage, the governor of Central Bank came, I got to have a role model, and I can proudly say to my school when I go back that I now have a role model who is Dr. Njoroge, the governor of Central Bank, and I can tell them that I met him, and I'm sure they'll be happy for that. Thirdly, I got to know that I am a leader. And by the way, I am a leader. For real, all of you are leaders, and it does not matter whether you have a leadership position. You can be a leader of your own self. There is a time I used to stay and say, oh God, I'm not a leader. But now I can proudly say that I'm a leader. It has been a great impact to me. And for the remaining time, I'm sure that I'm going to gain more. Even for the next session that we're preparing for, I'm really aspiring to get that message and to get whatever it is going to say, and I'm grateful. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Precious. And finally, from the testimonials, we have Dennis. Dennis, you are there. Dennis is from Kiruguya Boys in Kiruguya County with a short presentation. Karibu, Dennis.
Hi, I'm Dennis. I'm going to start. In a certain village, in the forgotten outskirts of Kenya, a boy was born. Born forth in a family of 6. But unfortunately, his father died poor when the boy was still young. Tears of agony, tears of a painful future, tears of shut doors, tears of shattered dreams. But I always remember the words of my late granny, who told me, "Mwana wekioe, dagaga mudhambia." Worked hard in my primary school and got a high marks. Joy shone on my face, and my eyes enlightened, and my heart beat faster. But here came a letter calling me to one of the precious schools in Kenya, one of the best schools in Kenya, Kiruguya Boys. I went to Mama and asked her, "Mama, are you going to afford this for me?" I needed no answer for that. For I knew Mama could not afford to take me even to the nearest day school around. So where is my Savior going to come from? Where is my help going to come from? But here, it came the good news. It's the good news that redeemed my dreams. It's the good news that brought me to where I am. The good news that wiped my tears. It's the good news brought to us by our Papa and Mama, honorable doctors, James Mwangi and Helen Gichobi, who gave me the wings. Oh yeah, it's the wings to fly. It's to propel me to the highest level attainable. It's to enable me become what I have always dreamt of. And to enable me become a good James Mwangi in future. So how can I thank our Papa and Mama, the MasterCard Foundation, the UK and USAID, the Equity Group Foundation? I can only do it to my ability. It to pray to God to expand and increase their potential. It to expand their financial doors. And by utilizing my wings to attain the highest I can. If from Kirinyaga County, Kiruguya Boys, Moya Branch, Dennis Karaoke. Pleasure.
Thank you very much, Dennis. Our guests, sometimes they amaze me how fast they are able to compose. We did not have that verse yesterday. It has just emerged this morning. So can I invite our dancers to close that session for us? Karen, we have ensured that this has become a forum for the scholars to have fun and to also nurture their talents. And we believe that a lot of them will be able to perfect and even be able to earn income from these rare talents. Therefore, we are ready. Anthony, we are ready. The dancers, you could be warming up like a person preparing for the great show. Yes, very good. Relax and enjoy. Okay, give them a good clap Thank you, thank you. Give them a good clap. Boys and girls cannot dance all the time. I know you wanted it to go on and on and on. And I'm the only one who can dance better than them, and you know that. So I invite Dr. Helen to take us through the next part of this session. Karibu sana, Helen.
Thank you, scholars. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Unrehearsed, and it's amazing, and I'm sure if we wanted talent, we wanted stories, we could hear them all day. Karen, this team spends time in the evenings going through talent contests and shows, and that was just really a tiny, tiny taster of the kinds of things they do every evening. I think for the information of the scholars, you should know that USAID has funded 3,628 of you. There are 3,628 scholars in the program. So it's a huge number that USAID funds and has made it possible for you to have the possibility of an exceptional education. We don't take it for granted. We are very grateful to the USAID. We're very grateful to the government of the United States of America. It's as one of the largest partners in the program and in development in the country. We really do appreciate the commitment and the support that you give us to ensure that we can continue on our path to realizing Vision 2030. Karen, we are delighted to have you. Can I invite you to come and say a few words to the scholars, and then we'll give them a chance to ask questions.
My goodness. Good morning, Jambo. I'm so excited. I'm just really overwhelmed with you guys. Helen and all of the folks that put together such a wonderful, wonderful event. Thank you so much for the kind invitation to come here and to be with you. To take in just the awesomeness of the Wings to Fly scholars here today. I'd also recognize other special guests that are here with us today and sharing and presenting to you. I can't tell you, I'm just so thrilled with the opportunity to speak with you this morning, to hear from you this morning. It really is kind of the best part of my job, and it's what really motivates me and drives me forward on a day-to-day basis, is meeting with people like yourselves who really so early in your lives have demonstrated such strength and perseverance in achieving your short-term goals and setting the course for your long-term goals. I hope that I can find the words to provide you with the inspiration and the questions as much as you inspire me and provoke in me the questions going forward. I was given a theme in coming to speak to you, and that was nurturing a global mindset. But you know, Helen, I think maybe that's already here. You are all the world. You are there. I want to encourage you, I want to inspire you to be a part of it. As we watch on a daily basis, I hope they're piping it into you all, the wonderful the wonderful world of the Olympics in Brazil. Have you been watching Kenya's 8 golds for Kenya? We can see how the world doesn't end in your community. It doesn't end in your country. It goes on, and everyone is an ambassador to that world. We see the world coming to Kenya. Coming up here in Nairobi in the next couple of weeks, we're going to see 3 major international conferences that are bringing people everywhere from students to investors to global thinkers on things like agriculture and entrepreneurship. They're coming here to Kenya. Kenya is a part of the world. So we at the U.S. Agency for International Development, or USAID, and our partners are making an investment. We're betting on it. Because we know that you have the capability to succeed in shaping your future, to shaping the future of your families, to shaping the future of your communities, and lest I say, shaping the future of the world. I'm very proud of the scholarships that we've been able to invest in under Wings to Fly. And I must say that, again, bringing us to the global, that Wings to Fly is a model for many, many, many other programs in the world. You have demonstrated that this is a model that can be followed. You've demonstrated that there is success in our young people. And you were chosen because you are the best. You're the best. Can we clap that out? And we look forward to seeing you succeed and to seeing the contributions that you're going to make to your society and to the world. Indeed, investing in youth is really one of the most critical contributions that the development partners like ourselves and business leaders like Mr. Mwangi can make to support Kenya's Vision 2030, which aims to transform the country and improve the quality of life for all of Kenya and all of Kenya's citizens. But it really goes beyond that. Beyond that. One of our goals at USAID is to promote resilient and democratic societies that reach their full potential. And we can't do that. We can't do that without you. You are Kenya's lifeline. You will be the generation that transforms your communities. And as each community transforms, the country is transformed. As Kenya is transformed, so is East Africa. And as East Africa is transformed, so is the continent. And as the continent plays a bigger and bigger and bigger part in the world, so is the world. In the long term, we hope that you will be encouraged to consider how your contributions will shape your communities. But not only that, don't stop there. How your contributions, how what you're going to do, how your dreams and your aspirations will transform the world. And how you work hand in hand with your fellow citizens to reach those goals is something that not just any one of you can achieve, but together all of you can. I need to point to a couple of aspects of inspiration, and I wanted to share with you a couple of my notions on getting from here to there. One of my great models and people that I admire so much, I think I share in common with you. And that would be Dr. James Mwangi, the CEO of Equity Bank. Yeah, He deserves a clap. He initiated Wings to Fly to help young people like you become economically and socially independent. He saw the value in you. He took a concept, he worked tirelessly, and I saw him. He was on my phone and in my door and everywhere I turned, promoting the notion that you all deserved greater and greater opportunity. He worked tirelessly amongst not only ourselves at USAID, but amongst the other development partners, the government, the philanthropy community, the private sector, businesses, relentlessly, as he continues to do, to promote the inspiration of youth and what you all have to bring into the world. He demonstrated that it was possible to have a vision and to bring people together and organizations together, each with their own views, their own cultures, their own, if you will, ulterior motives, to achieve a common good. And that common good, that common aspiration is to provide young people in Kenya, like each one of you, with a chance to succeed. So, in the words of my young people, don't blow it. You've got it. So what does it take? What does it take? In my lifetime, I've gone from being a very young student like yourselves, in a normal school like yourselves, to university like many of you all, and then from university to join USAID and to begin to question, what does it take to make our world a better place? What can we share? What do we know? How do we expand the knowledge and share that with everyone else? And that took me from the United States to Central America, where I watched the people build the future of their country in El Salvador, taking it from war to peace and promoting it into a vibrant democracy. I went from there to South Africa, and I was able to witness the transformation of South Africa as it emerged from years and years of cruel apartheid, and watched as the brilliant leader, Nelson Mandela, led his country into freedom and into greatness. From there, I moved on and spent some time in Uganda, and Uganda was emerging from a dictatorship and from a closed economy to one that had a vibrant private sector, and people were emerging and creating businesses and moving on with their lives. From Uganda, I moved on to Ethiopia, and in Ethiopia, I witnessed the incredible resilience of people, to not only help their brothers move out of a cruel famine that was affecting the country, to creating a system that has built resilience in their communities, and so that people have a hand in protecting themselves from drought and economic hardship, where they relate to their local governments to make decisions. And from there, I had an opportunity to go back to my own country for a little while, and to share in an education experience with my colleagues and from all across the United States, the government and military, and also to experience people like myself from other countries who were there to study, to learn, to investigate, to question, And as we shared our experiences, it became very obvious to me that that networking amongst people is so incredibly important. From there, I was able to go to Zimbabwe and work on development programs there, and again, witness a very noble people as they themselves are trying to emerge from a dictatorship as well. And the partnership and the spirit of the people and the young people there was an inspiration to me at all times. And it brings me then to a part of the world that I had never gone to. I stepped out of my well-known Africa and went to Pakistan, a country that I didn't know, I had no idea, and it was frightening. And yet there again, I found young people that were moving their country forward, that were engaging in education, that were beginning new businesses as entrepreneurs. But my point in all of this, and then from there I came to Kenya. A long path bringing me back to you all. But my point in all of this is really that wherever I went, I found people who were questioning, who were looking, who were trying to find a better way for their country, for their community, for their people. and I was trying to kind of devise from that what gets you there. What brings you into contact, and what do you learn from the people that you are in contact with? Here in your Congress, or at home in your community, or in the universities that you'll be attending. A couple of things that I think that I would leave for you, or a couple of lessons that seem true to me. The first one is to get smart. You're working on that. Get smart. Learn your stuff. Pay attention. Find something that is your passion, that is your interest, and get smart. The second thing I would leave with you is be proud. Be proud. Be proud of what you've accomplished. Be proud of who you are, and be determined to take your dream forward. And the third thing that I would leave you with is always be curious. Always ask the question. Always talk to people. Reach out. Find out what they're thinking. But be curious. There's a huge world out there. And if we're going to nurture a global mindset, then we need to ask the questions, and we need to be prepared to answer them. Then I would say the other lesson is be aware. Be aware of what's going on out there in the world, out there in your community. Look at what is happening. Look at the change. Look at where you can affect that change, whether it's by a project that you implement in your community, or if it's a conversation that you have with the people like those that have been coming to speak with you. Be aware what's going on out there in the world. And then lastly, I think the most important thing is never be afraid, and to take a line from the athletic world again, to get out there and just do it. Go, be proud, spread the wings that you've been given, be determined, be passionate, and just do it. I thank you very, very much for having me with you today.
I would like to thank Ms. Freeman for a short and very, very punchy presentation to you. And she said just a few things without watering down what she said. One, the world is coming to Kenya, and that's true, because Kenya has proven itself and has become a magnet that's attracting foreign citizens, foreign nationals, foreign companies, because there's something going on in the country that has become that attraction. The second thing, and that's the lesson from her story and the countries that she's been to, is that you can and should aspire to go and work around the world. If you're going to be a global citizen, experiences in Uganda, in Zimbabwe, in Pakistan, in the US, in Latin America, are all going to be important in learning lessons that you bring home to build a country. And so she has given you a journey that says she's American, but she has not stayed in America. And because of her being here, we're benefiting from the generosity and the knowledge and the technical capability of America. So thank you. And then finally, she said, if you want to change the world, you have to start by changing your community. That changes your country, that changes your region, that changes your continent, that eventually affects the world. And she's true. It says it always begins in the middle, and then it radiates outside, and it starts with you. But finally, I would say, and the one I took most is be proud. Be proud of your accomplishments, of your achievements, of who you are. If you're proud and confident, you will conquer the world. Thank you. And now, a few questions before we allow our guests to leave. A few quick questions.